Now, these two words are a pair of one of English's many homophones. Words that sound the same but have a different meaning and a different spelling. Luckily, these two words are very easy to tell apart when you know. Hey everyone, how is it going today? My name is Catalin. Today we're going to be looking at 5 of the most commonly confused words in English. We have so many confusing words in English, and this is why I've actually already made a few of these videos, including what is the difference between affect and effect, to versus to, get versus take, and a versus an. So if you're interested in any of those words, I have left the link to those videos in the description box down below. But in today's video, we're going to learn the differences between the words accept and accept, consistent and persistent, properly and probably, principle and principle, and also loose and lose. There's also a bonus one at the end which people misuse all of the time, so stick around to find out what that one is and make sure that you don't make that mistake. Our first pair of confusing words today is accept and accept. These two words, their meaning is very different. Where people always get them confused is their pronunciation. When I say them slowly and pronounce them clearly like I did just before, accept versus accept, you can hear the difference between these two words. But that's not how we say them in real life. In fast and natural conversation, the A and E would turn into the schwa sound, which is that unstressed vowel sound in English, the sound. So they end up sounding like accept and accept. Exactly the same. So let's learn the meaning of these two words to help us figure out which one we're using in our spoken language. Accept with an A is a verb which means to willingly take or receive something that is offered to you. So if I offer you a slice of cake and you say thank you and you take it from me, you accept the slice of cake. Accept, on the other hand, with an E is a preposition which means anything other than. For example, when I offer you that slice of cake, but maybe you're on a diet, so you can't eat it. You might say to me, I can eat anything except sugary foods. Our next pair of words is consistent and persistent. Not only do these words sound pretty similar, but they also have a very similar meaning, which can make them very tricky to tell apart. Consistent means that something behaves or acts in the same way for a long time. It also has the added connotation of being very reliable, stable, and predictable. For example, if I said, his grades are very consistent. This means that every single time that he takes a test, I know that he will get around the same mark. I can predict that will happen every single time. Persistent, on the other hand, means continuing to do something for a long time, even if you're facing challenges or difficulties. Persistent has the added connotation of determination, never going to give up. For example, if there is a piece of English grammar that you find a bit difficult to understand, and so you persistently study. You keep on studying harder and harder and harder until you finally understand. Our next two words are probably and properly. Now these two words again can be confusing because of their similar spelling and similar pronunciation. So let's take a look at their meanings to tell how they are different. The word probably is an adverb which means very likely. For example, tomorrow I'll probably go to the swimming pool. Properly is also an adverb, but it means correctly. For example, can you please pronounce that properly? Our fourth pair of words today is principle and principle. Now, these two words are a pair of one of English's many homophones. Words that sound the same but have a different meaning and a different spelling. Luckily, these two words are very easy to tell apart when you know what their meaning is. The word principle is a noun, and it's something that governs the way that something works or what people do. For example, one of the main principles of the justice system is innocent until proven guilty. A principal, on the other hand, is a person who is the headmaster of a school. And number 5, our last pair, is loose versus lose. The word lose with one O is a verb, which means to no longer have or be unable to find something. For example, you might lose your phone. Loose, on the other hand, with 2 O's, is an adjective which means that something is baggy. It's not firmly fixed in place. So this shirt is loose. And the opposite of loose is tight. This shirt is tight. And that was the last pair of confusing English words. But I still have one more bonus one, as I said, that people get confused with all the time. And I remember actually growing up being confused which one to use. Of course I know now, and I want to make sure that you guys know too. And these 2 words are a lot and a lot. They are very easy to tell apart because one is just completely made up. And that is a lot, spelt as one word. This is not actually a word and you should never use it. If you ever say a lot, always make sure that it is 2 separate words. A lot. And that is all for today's lesson. I hope that you guys now can tell the difference between all of these confusing words. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if there are any other words that you get confused with, please just leave those down in the comments as well. And if you want, you could also send those to me on my Instagram or Facebook. Have a great day, guys. See ya.